Let me know when. There we go. All right, you guys. Hi, hello. We're really excited you're here. Tonight you get me and Tabitha kind of leading you through here. So I'm going to try to talk slow because I often don't do that. So if you miss anything, sorry. So a quick little background. My name is Michelle. I'm a single mom of a senior in high school and a 12-year-old boy who hates middle school. We live on the coast of North Carolina, and I have been in the network marketing space for a little over 12 years. And I got there because I had found something health and wellness inspired that worked for me, and I wanted to share it with other people, right? And that started kind of the path for me in getting into sharing health and wellness always kind of for life. So at that point, I just started having kids, and I started understanding label reading and kind of really understanding what you're consuming and putting on your body is important to kind of pay attention to. So I was in that first company for about 3 years. I loved it with all my heart, but I never could really get to that place financially that I was trying to reach. I ended up moving to another MLM company. Again, it was a supplement, a health supplement. I loved it with all my heart, shared it with everybody. Was there for about 6.5 years. Again, could never get to that point that I knew was possible in these companies. And then I was at my most recent company, which is in the wellness space, the clean CBD space, for about a year. Again, couldn't get to where I was going. So I last year decided I was writing off MLM forever. And I ended up starting with a company that's in a different business model that I'm with currently. Absolutely love it. And have had absolutely no desire to do anything of the sort like this again. But Tabitha, who I know from a previous company and adore, we've gotten to be, kind of in a close relationship, kept talking about Atmosphera. And I was like, nope, don't even talk to me. I don't want to hear it. But I trust her, and I trust, I know that she's
unwind before I take my
been
bath.
in.
I'll
Oh,
take a shower in
let's
the morning instead of take a shower in the morning.
hold on. There you go. You muted. That's okay. So I knew that Tabitha is, somebody that she knows skincare, she knows clean, and I was interested in learning about the skincare because, I mean, skincare is huge, right? Like we're all, I'm 46 years old. I look at my skin like I can't believe I didn't take better care of it sooner. And I know so many women, whether they're young or old or my age or whatever they are, everyone, skincare is a conversation. So I was very interested in learning about the product. I said, I want to know nothing except to be your customer. Just let me know, I want to learn more about it. And so when she shared the information and I learned that it was environmentally, responsible, just that it was climate-based skincare. I mean, that's something that's never even been, I mean, I've never heard of that before, right? So I was like very intrigued. But again, I was like, I don't want to talk about the business. It is so cool. I was like, just let me know when I can be your customer. And she's like, well, but hold on. And she shared a little bit about the business model and the affiliate side of it. And so for me, coming from, three prior companies in the MLM world with not ever reaching that success that I've seen so many people, find, when she said that it was very different from that. I didn't have to worry about, necessarily building a team. I still reach the money and rank goals potentially that I want to without doing that. I kind of was like, okay, wait, that now I'm listening kind of thing. And then, I mean, the fact, that you can be a part of a launch, which again, with being with other companies, I don't know if any of you on here have witnessed that before, but watching, coming in a couple years after the fact, it's painful because that, damn, if only I had gotten in the very beginning. So that was when I was like, you know what? I think that this conversation is actually something I should really look into. So I did I have a bunch of notes. So I did end up watching a Zoom and just really learn. I watched the product Zoom with Caitlin, which I know Tabitha's going to talk a little bit about all that. But I just kind of really became sold. I watched it and I said, I watched it and I just texted Tabitha and I said, I'm in. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I already am running a business, but I'd be an idiot not to do this. Like why would I know the power that we have in sharing clean skincare, something that's never been done before. We all have so many women in our lives to share this with. And from a business standpoint, being the beginning of the beginning is like, I mean, this, I've been waiting for that. Like, I've wanted to be a part of this forever. So, um, anyway, that is kind of just a little story about, I wanted to share that because I wanted to just kind of really hone in on the fact that like this is something that this is a kind of opportunity that you don't normally get more than once. Although I think that there's a couple people on here that have, but and that's amazing. But it's not typically something that you do see more than once. And so for me, it's like, you know, why I just, it's one of those things that you just kind of jump in. I'm going to stop rambling for now and let Tabitha take over for a second. But yeah, I just wanted to share that because it was something that I wanted nothing to do with. And I didn't have the reason to look for another company. And I just could feel the importance and excitement of this. So
I
here we
love
are.
that. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Michelle. My name's Tabitha Sampson. I am so excited about this opportunity, and I can't wait to share with you guys a little bit, just kind of some things that really stood out to me. But I am a mom of two. I am a dental hygienist by like degree. Left that in 2020, actually. I've been in network marketing since 2014, so this space kind of has my heart. But it has been kind of a, you know, interesting, a bunch of interesting experiences. This is actually my fourth company. At first I was kind of like embarrassed by that because I was like, oh my gosh, people think like you're gonna hop around or like they get this idea that you're just like chasing the next thing. And then I was like, you know what? I'm really proud of the fact that this is my fourth company because if I didn't have prior experiences, I wouldn't know what we have here. And what we have here is incredible. And I hope you feel that too. And I hope you feel that a little bit more as we like go through this and I talk about some things. But in 2020, I actually fell in love with clean beauty from a company that I was with. I had already looked into like labels. I had been in the fitness industry. I'd already looked into labels and what they were putting in our food. And that was important to me. And but I hadn't really like dove into the products I was using on my skin and on my body. And so when I found a brand in 2020 that I felt so aligned with, because I was like, okay, this is brilliant because we need to take care of like all the things with our hormones and just all the things that's so important. And so I realized that I loved it so much. I love sharing it. It was something very simple to share with women. And let me tell you, and maybe you're one of these people, but when women find a skincare that they love, that serves and supports their skin and they see results with, they stick with it and they order and they order and they reorder. And so, anyways, I just fell in love with the whole dynamic of being able to serve and support our skin. So now the next thing I want to kind of shed light on is just the fact that like really when I heard about this, I wasn't really wanting to do this again, if I'm being really honest. But I couldn't look away as to what I heard. So in all the companies, the three prior companies, I never got in at the beginning. I watched what happened when the women that got in at the very beginning, I was in year three with my last company and year three with the previous company, in their stage or whatever of their business timeframe, which was still great. It was a great experience, but timing is everything. And I don't care what anybody says, timing is everything. And so I was super drawn to that because I think it's super special to be with a company day one, to be able to grow and launch this and be a part of this from the very beginning. I think is so special because if we look down the road in 6 months to a year to 5 years, we can say that we grew with the brand. We were here from the beginning and look how far we've come. Right. So I just think that's really awesome. So, um, the next thing that really stood out to me was the products are just brilliant. I also watched, like, I was so excited about the products when I heard that they were climate curated specific to the climate that you live in. So think about, you know, skincare needs to be something that gives, I always like to describe it as like nutrition for the skin. Okay. Like we want to deposit nutrients into our skin. I'm 40. I turned 40 this year or this past year. And it's really important for me to give myself some things because I could use some help, you know? And so I think that that's really a cool way to serve and support your skin based on the climate. Because think about it, like someone in Colorado with a high elevation and different exposures are not going to treat their skin in the same way as someone on the coast. And the products are super effective. So when I heard Caitlin speak about the products, and if you are on this Zoom and you haven't heard Caitlin speak, talk to the affiliate that invited you, because you need to hear this Zoom. The way she presents the products are just, she's passionate, she's knowledgeable. The products are beautiful. They work. There's like 1,500 five-star reviews because y'all, this isn't a startup, it's a scale up. So we actually are a very solid brand in Canada, but now we get to bring it to the US and get to be the first. And so I just love the way that she describes the products and what they'll do and the effectiveness. And she's an esthetician who's been able to actually support her clients for 10 years with these products, which I think speaks volumes because they've just been used time and time again. And the results, and the reviews kind of speak for that. I love the fact that this is very simple. It's just a few steps. Again, based on where you are, it's kind of like as we proceed here, the customer will come in and they will basically put in where they are and it will give them a curated skincare to wherever they are, which I think so simple and so wonderful. All right, let's go into the compensation plan just a little bit. We want to get paid for the work that we do, and it's important that you get to come in and you have options. And I think that sometimes the network marketing space gets a little bit of a what do you want to say? Just like a reputation, which is fine. I understand everyone has an experience, but I love the fact that we are the first of our kind. So this model's actually called an affiliate hybrid model, which basically means that in order to get to the very top of the company, if you wanted to do so, you do not have to have a team to do so. That's really nice because it doesn't put people in a box and people are allowed to just, if they just want to sling skincare or sell it to friends and family or to people that's awesome. Or if they want to build a team to gain volume and get paid off of that, they can do that too. I'm not going to do a deep dive into the compensation plan. Again, ask the person that invited you because we can send you a beautiful PDF that we have that gives a lot of different information and will show you how generous the comp plan is. But there's like Michelle said, there's $44,000 in bonuses in the first year that they're offering in the first year of being with Atmosphera. And so that's really exciting. And then lastly, I just want to say, something that really speaks volumes to me is I trust the people behind the mission. I actually know the CEOs personally, which was really important to me because I know what they've done and their experience and their expertise and knowledge in this industry. And they've actually been in our shoes and they've built businesses doing exactly what we're doing, which is scaling a brand. And it's very important. And it's a very, very big blessing for the people behind a company to know exactly what it takes to be successful. And they have just become so passionate about allowing us a beautiful opportunity to really thrive and be successful. So lastly, I just want to say, and I could go on and share so much more, but I just lastly want to say that, someone is going to share Atmosphera with someone and it might as well be you. And I keep saying this, that I really believe in my heart that this is going to be a viral brand that's really going to take off. It's already doing that. It's already spreading like wildfire. And so you definitely don't want to miss this timing and this opportunity with a brand like this. And so we would love to have you join us if it's something you feel called to do, or if this has inspired you in any way. No matter like I said in the chat, no matter your background or no matter what you've done or haven't done or the experience, trust me when I say that you will learn so much just by saying yes and being a part of this. And it's going to be so fun. So get with the affiliate that invited you so that you can be a part of this too. I just want to thank you all so much for joining our Zoom tonight. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Good night.